All right, so I'm going to talk with our next guest here, Angela, and
All
give
right.
you a moment to take just a quick break. And
Okay.
we're bringing on Susan and Osiris and Megan, and they all work in our marketing team and our content teams. And they're going to give us a little bit of a background about some of the stuff that we've put together to help you learn about Mylio and also our community. So, who'd like to kick things off and tell us a little bit about some of the learning things? Osiris, go for it.
Yes, please. Hello, my name's Osiris Indria. I'm the marketing lead, and I also help with operations at Mylio. And I'm an old timer here at Mylio. I've been around since 2015. We've spent a long time making this product the amazing, feature-rich thing that it is.
Yesterday
And
felt like our birthday. We unveiled the new Mylio photos because
yes.
we're it's ready for the world.
Exactly. And I just want to take a moment really quickly to give a big thank you to Rich, who's been a major driver in getting us to this moment. This is such an amazing moment. I'm so grateful to be here. And I'm also curious if people are interested in posting in the chat. If you've been a long time Mylio user, if you're willing to share when you first got started, that would be pretty exciting for us to see. So I'm going to be focusing right now on our community. It's something new that we've recently launched. We did it just a couple of months ago in anticipation of this launch of Mylio Photos. You can find it on community.mylio.com. I'm going to share my screen so I can show you. Here it is. So I am logged in, and uh, this essentially is a new place for us to gather as a community of Mylio users to interact with each other about Mylio or about photography or any of the things related to Mylio, but it's also a place to learn and get inspired. What you look at when you first log in at community.mylio.com is what's called the feed. You'll find it at the home. And what it is it's a curated list of posts and content that have been shared into this community network, just like a standard social media network, very similar to how Facebook groups work. But it's our own
Except totally
private.
private with no ads and
That's
no
right.
data sharing with anything else, and you won't suddenly start seeing things popping up in your phone with ads. So
That's right. You will need a separate login. So a few people have asked, why can't I use my Mylio Photos login on the community? And the main reason is we want to make sure that your Mylio account stays very, very private. So even though this network is also private to us, um, we don't want to be having the same login information shared here that you would use on your devices to manage your library. So it's actually really important and by design that they're two different logins. And the community is optional. It's not something you have to do. But you can actually view and explore the community without logging in. So if you want to check it out first, see what's there to see. But if you create your account, there's additional things that you can do. So in addition to viewing what's in the feed, what other people have commented, and the conversations that are going on. So you can see here a whole bunch of new videos got posted recently. Um, you can also join groups. So groups are in a list right here. You'll see on the left-hand side, if you're on mobile, there's a little burger menu on the top left you have to click to get into the groups. And you'll see a number of groups in here for if you're a subscriber, for example, you can see Mylio Photos Insiders will be available to you. This is a special private group just for those who have subscribed to Mylio Photos.
and what we've been doing in there is give people earlier information than we release to the public. And we've also been asking questions and getting feedback. For example, we've been having a really good discussion about NAS devices and what you guys are hoping will happen there because we want to be good at listening. So that's a place where we have good open conversations and surveys and conversations about future improvements we're working on.
Exactly. Here's that example. So a little sneak peek for those who have not yet subscribed. What groups do is they function more or less like a network within the network. So you can decide to sign up or join various topics of things that you're interested in. So if you want to ask us a question, this is where you would do that. This is the best place to do it. The Mylio Photos quick questions, and you can see here how to post. You can just start typing and do a quick post. You can add an image if you need to, or if you want to share something with us, you can do it here. In addition to that, we have a number of photo topic groups. So if you are a photographer or you have a collection of photos and there's some things that you'd like to share, you'll see that these groups are private. And what that means is you're sharing this with those who have chosen to sign up and join this group to have that information. And it's also hidden from Google search. So you're specifically sharing it with the Mylio community. You're not sharing it with the entire internet. My favorite feature of the network right now is this nature photos, and Aaron Predmore, who is our data developer, has been posting some pretty amazing nature photos lately. So this has been my favorite thing to check. He's posting pretty much every day. So if you like to see some great nature photos, this is a great group to sign up for.
Now, Osiris, this is a great run through of some of the things that are here. Megan, you've been posting a ton of educational content up here and working with some of our outside authors, Susan as well. Can you tell us about Mylio Photos Fundamentals and what people will find here?
Yes, we are super excited. This is our first course that we've uploaded to the community. And if you go into it, Osiris, you can take a little peek. People can go through it chapter by chapter, module by module, and learn everything you need to know about Mylio Photos, getting started, uploading your first group of videos and photos, getting your devices hooked up, sharing images, editing images. It's all in there. Or if you've already started working with Mylio Photos, you can jump around and just watch those courses or those modules that are interesting to you or that you need to know.
And it keeps track of your progress, right? So you can actually see what you've watched and haven't watched. And,
yes.
And so years ago, I used to be a college teacher. And so I know that there's different styles of learning. For a while, I taught at an art school. But one of the things I know is that if you just hear something, you remember about 20% of it. And if you see something, you remember about 50% of it. But if you want to remember about 85 to 90% of it, what do you need to do, Megan, to actually get that skill in your brain? What are you going to want to do with your fingers?
Actually do it. Yeah. Like I am a kinesthetic learner.
Absolutely. So what have we done here to make that easier with this course?
Well, that's what's great about the course is you can read about it, watch it, and then we've also told you how you can download the sample library and then practice what you've just learned.
Excellent. Excellent. And you've also been posting other cool videos. You're putting up, I think, 2 video tips a week that are for more experienced users and all users. But what do those quick videos cover?
Yes. So there's a couple of places where you can find that. Yep. Osiris went there first. If you go to topics and Mylio Photos, tutorials and courses, we have all the videos that we've posted thus far. We just today got our quick start guide up there. So if you're just getting started with Mylio, this will take you step by step on how to install and just get up and running first thing. And we also have some quick tips, which are just really short tutorial videos that we're posting twice a week. Have really specific features in Mylio on how to do them.
Right.
And of course, our course is in there too.
Ted was asking, does this replace YouTube? We still post things to YouTube and things like that. It's just one of our core values at Mylio is privacy. And when you're on YouTube, it has this tendency to track everything you look at. And that drives all the ads you see, and then the competitive ads you see, and all sorts of scary things. And so, for example, the other day I was using and testing out another company's photo service. And I was like, wow, that's really weird. It's detecting hats and scarves. And oh, look, now in their shopping feed, they're suggesting hats and scarves more because they see that we have a lot of hats in my family because my head burns if I don't wear a hat on a sunny day. So we take privacy seriously, and that's a core value of ours. So this community is very private, and you're able to see everything that's in there. So Megan, those are some great tutorials. Susan, you're also involved with our community and working with some of the outside authors and writers. You're our content lead here. Tell us about some of the stuff that has gone up here and that you think is useful, that you enjoy.
Yeah, well, so we post all kinds of content. We post articles, and a lot of them are educational. Other ones are, about how to use Mylio and everything like that. We also have some more inspirational content about photography, and we are working with some photographer affiliates, and we are really getting ramped up with them to have more inspirational and instructional things about various specialty, different kinds of photography, how to get better pictures.
Yeah, excellent.
That kind of thing.
Excellent. Yeah, we're trying to include a good balance of inspirational content for sure.
Right.
Now, we're going to go on to another section here, but it's great to have folks. But one of the things I want to point out, Osiris, could you click on that support forum button there? So yes. It's really important to note, we have another group that we are still keeping. This is going nowhere. This is our support forum. And this is where members of our engineering team and our support team hang out. This is where people ask super in-depth tech support questions. So one side is where you go to learn and get inspiration, and this is where you go to solve problems or to go really deep. And I do want to point out, maybe Osiris, you could tell us about feature requests and then show us how to manage our accounts.
Yes. So a lot of what we've been seeing in the community of late has been people starting to request features. And part of this is because we've put a lot of time and energy and expanded our team to be able to be a lot more responsive to our user community. But the best place to request new features is actually right here in this feature requests part of the forum. And you can see it's kind of small here, but you can actually vote. So if you have an account and it's another separate account, I know it's because we use a different service for our forum than we do for the community. But again, for privacy reasons, it's a separate login. But if you do create an account here and you choose to participate, you actually get the ability to vote for features. So if there's something you want, for example, auto picture rotation, that's an interesting one. If that's what you wanted, you should search for it first, or at least look through the list. You can search up here at the top, and you can see it says even search in feature requests. And a very popular one is related to NAS. So you can see there's a whole bunch of them here. So there's a lot of various things we can find in here, but you find the feature that matches what you're interested in. You can comment on it if you'd like. If you have more to add, and then make sure you do your voting. So that way we know that more people want it. If you don't vote, then we only assume that's how many people want it. So we have some here that have a little higher vote counts.
And this is not Hunger Games. Like, we're not going to be doing things, but listen, automatically download original before sharing. This feature is actually done. So now we actually get to say, oh, by the way, it's done. What this does is this helps us validate our ideas, and sometimes it gives us great ideas. So I work on the team that goes through and helps pick out some of the features that we're working on. It's a combination of multiple inputs. Some of them are strategic, some of them are tied to performance and security, but this is one very valid source where we go and look for information. And I know Meg and Susan, same thing. You guys are in the communities. You see what people are saying. We bring it up at our weekly meetings as a team and look through it. Osiris, we also had some changes to the account site. Could you show this to us really quick? And then we're going to bring Irving and Angela on, and Irving's going to share some power tips with us.
Yes, I'm just going to share a different window. Here we are. I'm actually going to go through the process of creating an account. So our new account website is this. You can, if those of you who've been here for a while know, this is a pretty dramatic shift in design. The account website has also become a lot more important than it ever has been, because now in order to download Mylio Photos, you need to be logged into your account. You have to have an account through our website before you can access the software. So I'm going to go ahead and create my account.
And we did that for several reasons, but one of the biggest ones being so that if you get stuck or you need access to resources, we can give you that material, but we keep this extremely private. And you'll notice as well, you can also remove yourself from educational promotional offers, but still be in our system for tech support type things. We include you. We don't send a lot of these, so I would encourage you to stay there because there's some good educational content. But again, you can't be a company that values privacy without giving its customers control.
And we just worked through reworking all of our new user emails, and I can tell you that it's 10 to 1 at least educational to any kind of a promotion. It's definitely predominantly educational content that we share. Because Mylio is deep and there's a lot to learn. So I've just created my account. That was pretty easy. And I'm immediately given the opportunity to download. If
you're on a PC, that would say download for PC. And if it for some reason got it wrong, you could scroll down and override it. So
that's right. So I can go ahead and download if I want to. So I'm going to allow that nice little arrow that came over. Check that out. And then it automatically referred me to the account management page. This is the main landing page. This is where you can change your email. You can change your password. It lets you know what your current status of your plan is, and also gives you the opportunity to activate your account by subscribing. There's also some extra download links just to make sure it's really easy. But now we've also separated devices. Now you can see here, because I actually haven't opened and installed Mylio yet on any device. This is just an account website. So I need to actually install Mylio on a device to show up here. But once it does, you can hit refresh and actually manage your devices here.
And this way, if you lose a device or you need to reset a device, you can do all of that right from here. So it's very powerful. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent.
And that's the summary of our new account page.
Well, great. So guys, I hope you see, for some of you who've been with us for a while, we've done a complete refresh on all things to make the experience better. Susan, Megan, thank you so much as well for joining us, for walking us through some of these things. We want to hand things back over to Angela now and Irving, and they're going to take a look at some cool things that are little hidden gems inside the app. So Angela, if you're around, and thank you again, guys, for sharing all that info. So it's wonderful to have you. And please head on over to our community. You can interact with Megan there and Susan as well. And they'll also be spotlighting some of our members in the community coming up here soon. So if you start sharing photos, we'll tackle that.